Wow. Hello, hello. How you doing? Oh, oh my pause here. Oh, okay, now my screen's here. I thought that was a little unexpected. I was expecting to have my nice game out in front. Oh, thank you for the pets. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Vale. Wait, let me say hello to everyone. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello, Vale. First to arrive, very speedy. You must have been doing, like, the running practice or something. You've been arriving first a lot recently. You're doing the speedrunning stuff. Hello, Tim. Hello, Snuggle. Hello, Antax. How are you all doing? How have your days been going? Have you had a good weekend? Hey, Lord. How are you doing? How's your day been going? I'm Speed. You're Newman. Wait, I'm a bit in the corner. Okay. Let me skedoodle myself over. I should probably explain what this game is before I jump into it, because it's been a long time, but it's a very cool game. Oh, Heckburn, thank you so much for subscribing for 7 months. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy whatever book you get out while I read this one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Homo, how are you doing? Are you tired? Are you in a reasonable time zone? I've had a good weekend. It's been a busy one, but I think I've been rather decadent lately. I bought another new book today, but it's a book that I know I love, and I read as a library book but never owned. So I think it's only reasonable since I was trying to buy a different book, but it was by the same author. So it's kind of like I bought the right book. And I've been wanting to reread it. I should probably be more direct. I was trying to buy a physical copy of Turner Nessie, which is one of the library books for this month, because I read it digitally, and I wanted to reread it so I could put like sticky notes in it, annotate it, because there's so much depth to the references in the story. But then I couldn't find one, and I went to 3 bookstores this week. So I ended up going into the last of the 3 bookstores today, and they didn't have a copy of Turner Nessie, but they had a very beautiful copy of Susan Clark's other book, Mr. Mr. Strange, no, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Novel. I was gonna call him Mr. Strange and Jonathan Novel, but that's not right. It's been quite a few years since I read it. I think I read it in like 2018. It took me a long time to finish because it's a big book, but I read it as a library paperback, and I thought I'd get my own copy because reading Turner Nessie reminded me just how much I love Suzanne's writing. So I'm quite excited about that. I don't think I'll finish it in time for book club. It is a very big book, even by my reading standards. So we'll see. I'll have to try and make time for it because it's a substantial one. It's, you know, sometimes you see a book and it's like, nah, that's a tome, not a book. That's yeah. Super tired. Just got back home. Whoa. Traveling all the time is very cool, but I feel like I would just be so sleepy. I realize I don't travel much, so maybe that's what makes me less inclined to it. But I even if I've just been out for the day, I feel like I need to vegetate for at least 30 minutes whenever I get back home. Oh, I should introduce this game. So, we are... Oh, the music's kicked in. I'm gonna make it a teeny bit quieter because I think it's meant to be all atmospheric. We're gonna be picking up a game which I started... Oh, this isn't a very even surface. That's better. Okay, we're gonna be picking up a game I started a few months ago now called In Other Waters. It is a relatively small indie game, and it is a kind of atmospheric exploration game. I keep being convinced it's gonna be scary because it's in the ocean, and the people love making the ocean terrifying, and there's so many cool things in the ocean, but it is quite scary. But this game isn't. This game is nice and fun, and so I'm gonna be trying to do some calm exploration, and I'm gonna be getting all my mechanics and keybinds wrong because I haven't played it in a few months. So we're gonna bear with me big scuff at the start. Okay. Can I remember? I'm here. I imagine I want to go to the way station. Yes. I can't remember what my last objective is. The ocean's always scary. The ocean's quite pretty here. Maybe we can convince you otherwise. It's got a really cool kind of design and motif. Oh, I can't remember all of the buttons. I think this is to take a sample, but there's no matter available. That's my inventory. That's the map data. What's the button to go? Okay, so I can move to the next little point. I've been here before. I feel like I must have. This is what happens when you play an exploration game for the first time in ages. I don't think I've been to that one before. There's a sample candidate? Oh, that's exciting. I'm gonna struggle with the mechanic now. Okay. Like him? We'll have some of that. Oh. Do I need to be more central to it? Oh, there we go. I forgot about the steps in between. Now, I wonder if I go to my inventory. Can I see what the abilities of Lycan are? Because I know that some of the items, when you activate them, allow you to do all different kinds of shenanigans. I feel I'm gonna be very distracted. The general kind of context and motivation for movement in the game is we are a little research robot who has landed on an aquatic planet, and it wasn't where we were meant to go, but there is a person who is like manning the robot. That sounds oddly impersonal. I don't think I'm gonna get any more like, and it doesn't seem too impactful for now, but they want to find out what happened to a researcher who was previously here, and this is one of the research bases the previous researcher was at, and so I can't remember where the next call to action was. Was this the terminal? If I request retrieval, no? Terminal available? Oh, this is a confusing key set. Okay. So these are all the different little ocean creatures we do meet quite a lot of fun ocean creatures on this one. I refuse to believe that otherwise in Subnautica. You see, I haven't played Subnautica, and I'm trying to use this game to convince me that the ocean is whimsical and wonderful. So if you just suspend your own experiences of Subnautica and think about this, assuming I can someday... Oh! Didn't know I could do that, to be honest. No, I like the wide view. Okay, so this lets me look at what's floating around. The little triangles, the blooming stalks, and the sandy shelf. Okay. Release the pilot's console. Oxygen and power, we have enough resources. Can I remember where I meant to go to next? That is the question. Okay. Let's head in this direction. Because I think this is the direction of where we were before. And it's only the more... Oh, I thought it was the more open area. I guess... Do we have to go up to find a way out? You can only go along the little dots, so... If you want to go somewhere, you gotta... It says terminal available, but I can't remember the controls of how to get to it. Yeah, a second ago, there wasn't a path up? No. Okay, let's go back. Who are you? You're a substantial fellow. Oh, you're just the sing stock. I shouldn't say just, it's quite dismissive of you. Okay. back here. And then let's see if I can figure out how to use the menu. Oh, hi, Az. This game looks cool. It is. I'm doing the thing of jumping into a game after having not played it for a long time. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Just drained some of my power. No option to move from depth here. I feel I've gotten stuck because I can't remember how the game works. Well, this is going to be less relaxing than I intended. If I'm just lost. Terminal available, but how do I access the terminal? Oh, message log. Can I see instructions? Does it only do message log for the current session? Oh, that's not as helpful. Place to scan, control, scan off. W, set heading move. Okay. Do I get out of here then? Do I need to scan? Oh, has it been that long that it's worth starting from the beginning? I realize I don't know why, but in my head I thought I'd be able to kind of just pick up where I left off. Okay, what if we... Okay, well, control isn't working for the scan. Scan, I believe. Yeah. Set up by Mini Moon. Ah, that's the person we're looking for. It's seen better days but still functions beneath the coating of the stalks. I know. If I go back to the base, can I request retrieval then? I think I should be able to from there. Link can request retrieval? Oh yeah, we're connecting. Okay, I remember some things. So, I really hope there's a quest marker, but I don't think there's gonna be. I made this one difficult for myself for having a break. Okay, so this is where we were before. Oh, this is all the description of the different known species we have. Is there a record section? Canopy root? Okay. Station? Inactive? That's loud and ominous. Meds checked? Considering they're fully automated, that would be a bit concerning. Terminal? Oh, okay, here's the last message. So, Minnie's gone. She's left missing behind one hell of a mess. The space is falling apart. Cannibalized to build way stations out in the ocean. The communications array sliced away. Life support failing. Where did she even commandeer this research base from? There's no way Baikal would have supplied it willingly after what she did to them. What did she call me out here for? To witness her disappearance? Or did she simply want me to encounter, as she did, the impossible life of this ocean? Oh, I got so lost in my own sentence. How could it have gone ignored for hundreds of years of exploration and conquest? Oh yeah, greater context of this game. I'm remembering now. We are one of many, scientist explorers for a private company who are going out to planets with the general assumption that we've never found life on any other planet. There's only life on Earth, and they're going out to look at different planets to evaluate what resources they are as a business prospect, I think. And she was summoned here by her kind of rebellious mentor who went off the chart to this planet and then has stopped responding to communications. And so we're trying to find her. But the mystery is that this planet has a lot of life, and so it's very exciting whenever we see a new little squiggly yellow sea creature. There are too many questions to even begin. All I can do is keep an account of what happens here, so that if I can't answer these questions, someone else might. It'll be weeks, maybe months, until the next ship passes close enough to pick up my shuttle transponder. Until then, I'm alone. This place is unbelievably important, our first contact with life beyond Earth, but something else is happening here too, and I need to know what it is. Dun dun dun! Okay, and this is... I need to know what it is, and then this is the second one. Okay, this should tell me where I'm going! It only took me 20 minutes. Alrighty. Minnie's suit opened to the ocean. Empty. What has she done? I'm trying hard to reconcile the Millie I once knew with the evidence in front of me. Oh yeah. We followed a signal down a slightly sinister passageway underground, and we found the mentor professor's abandoned, ocean walking suit. And so the assumption is that she either found a breathable environment or, that she seemingly willingly isn't here anymore. Maybe I'm projecting too darker things onto it. I remember that's what I thought about it last time. I got all sulky because I'd finally been convinced the ocean was cozy, and then that happened. But I think the answer is there's something ominous and exciting going on. When I met her on Kepler 62F, she was intense and quiet but calculated and intelligent. She wasn't someone to take unnecessary risks, to leap into the unknown. At first I found her impossibly intimidating, her experience working as a biologist far outstripped my own. Baikal brought me to site as a consultant to examine her discoveries, but I felt like the one under examination. The base was much like this one. A smaller, older model, sunk into a subglacial relationship, was inevitable, given those intimate conditions. But it wasn't the base that brought me to her, it was the intensity. Over the few years since I have tried not to dwell on what happened on Kepler 62F, but being here, living where she has lived, following her scattered steps, it's impossible not to remember. They're also girlfriends. Vital plot point, they're girlfriends. Okay, that doesn't explain where I should go next. Our comm signal is damaged, so we can't... files? No other ones. Okay. What does the EV denote? Dots for me to have to look at things, is there? They're just the volumes of samples I have. Oh, does it want me to observe them? I forgot I could do that. Do I have more information now? I feel like I've already looked at these before. Yeah, all data logged. Ooh! Further analysis possible? Wait. Oh, good evening, Ben, and everyone except Kyle? What's Kyle done to you? I'll bring this one over. Oh, do you need at least one spare? Okay. Apple already analyzed. Oh wait, some of them... We've got some updates then. So... Update on the behavior. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna assume it means he put cucumber in it, because cucumber isn't very nice. I'm allergic to it, so I'm biased, but you know, it's a generally unpleasant vegetable. Analysis of stalk spores reveal a rich cocktail of compounds unique to each spore, some of which are previously unknown to human chemistry. The suspect of the spores and the noticeable exchange between colonies of stalks suggest the chemical cocktail is part of an information exchange network. Plants are so cool. Oh, I'm gonna get the hiccups from talking too quickly. However, some of these spores also appear to be true spores used for asexual reproduction of stalk colonies, suggesting that the information-carrying spores are adapted or modified reproductive spores. Analysis also suggests that stalk colonies may possess a high level of intelligence and cognition, and the messaging provided by the spores is nuanced and even subjectively unique to each colony. Patterns across multiple spores from a single colony even suggest a chemical signature possessed by each stalk group. Could these be thought of as stalk names? Wow. Cucumber water blows up the mouth. It's so annoying because sometimes I'll go to like a nice Korean or Japanese restaurant and there'll be a delightful dish of food, but there'll be bits of cucumber on the top of it as like a garnish, but it's poison. Anyway. Oh wait, we've got more! I believe it's only the new row that's the last row that's new, but because we've not read them in a while, I'm gonna go through the whole shenanigan. Shrill-sac laboratory analysis shows that they are formed from a coating of mucus. Not a big fan of mucus, even in cool space ocean plants. Sealed around a pressurized mix of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen shows up that the signal stalks are able to absorb oxygen from their surroundings, perhaps through their large pores. I only yawn a little bit. Meanwhile, the CO2 must be the result of the fermentation process within the stalk itself. This suggests the presence of a fungal symbiote similar to yeast within the stalk, and the possible production of ethanol as a byproduct of this process. You could get drunk on the surrounding ocean? Though a tissue sample will be necessary to confirm this. Shrill-sac production, meanwhile, seems to be a precise art. The pressurization, gas mix, and size of each shrill-sac can differ from stalk to stalk, meaning the warnings can be directed to particular colonies and even individual stalks if necessary. Oh yeah, the noise they make is a little, disquieting. Alrighty. Analysis on the table stalk root shows a number of minerals not associated with the stalk growth being extracted from the bedrock. Do the table stalks need these minerals to survive, or are they using them for another purpose? Does that mean no pickles? You can pickle foods other than cucumber. You can pickle so many things. You can pickle ginger, you can pickle cabbage, you can pickle fish, you can pickle most things. I really like pickled radish. That's gotta be one of my favorite pickles. Do the table stalk need these minerals to survive, or are they using them for some other purpose? A cross-section of the root shows a central chamber typical of the carbon transfer system seen in other stalks, but unlike those stalks, table stalks have many subsidiary chambers? They got architecture. Like a bundle of wires, each carrying a particular cocktail of mineral compounds. These secondary roots are not. I am yawning, drawing up large amounts of minerals, just traces. But why? Pickle all the things? Pickle people? Only if that's how they request to be buried? I don't know, like mummification or another kind of pickling. Perhaps there is some connection to growths in the upper canopies of the table stalks. They're well secured by the stalks type binding, but perhaps we can find one that has been dislodged. Ooh. Okay, last one of this section. Soothe spores, the name by which I've come to call the reef's cap spores, don't seem to be spores at all. Unlike the modified spores of other stalks, these particles don't have any reproductive capacity. Instead, they resemble endospores, dormant bacteria reduced to dried husks, which can survive for hundreds of years in toxic environments without nutrients. Endospores are incredibly tough and high in calcium, and when released by the reef caps, they dissolve and transfer this calcium to the surrounding environment, where it's absorbed by the local stalks. Oh, it's like hibernation food for reef stalks? Wow. The windfall of the calcium granted by the capsule spore seems to allow the stalks to augment their internal signaling and toughen their membrane to protect them from predators, allowing them to recover rapidly. But the question remains, how do these reef caps produce the endospores? Okay. Pearl petals. Oh, this one's new. This one's exciting. Shimmer blooms. So, they're the single petal plants found primarily in the sheltered waters of the East Reef. Okay, east. Directions are hard, okay? I know where true north is, I just sometimes get east and west confused. Laboratory analysis of shimmer bloom pollen reveals it to be a heavy, sticky substance atypical for waterborne distribution. Unlike interstitial plants like seagrass, whose pollen is distributed by water currents, theirs long and light shimmer blooms, spherical, heavy pollen seems intended to resist distribution by current, and must instead be distributed by creatures who visit the blooms. I got excited about creatures. The reason this may be the shimmer bloom's tendency to go on exposed shelves or pillars, which would risk lightweight water-transported pollen being sucked into the deep ocean rather than be distributed to reliable sites. While relying on creature transport, bloom pollen has a better chance of reaching another sunlit shelf or pillar. But we haven't found any animals yet. Interesting. I can't wait to figure out what's going on in the ocean. Okay, is there more for me to do in dive map? I need to decide where to go to. So... Oh, these are sample requests. But I think I can only choose the dive stations, can't I? Can I choose here? It's on her microbial fuel cells design. Can't remember where those are. She mentioned sourcing for microbe colonies in this part of the reef. Okay. The Minnie's notes mentioned something called the bloom across the rift. Until we have stronger propulsion, we won't be able to cross it. Okay, so I don't wanna... This is the only place I can dive from, so I wanna dive from here. And I wanna head southwest. Or southwest-west, you know? But that means I need to figure out how on earth to get out of this little corner. I thought there should be another direction to go in. No? Have I confused myself too much? Is something over here? Oh, I just never went that way. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little way to figure the way out. Oh, I need to have a specific spore for this to disrupt them. I need the scary loud spores, don't I? Alrighty. Can I get them from the... Can I remove things from the like general station back into my inventory so I can put some of the shrieking girls thing? I watched a video a while ago where a guy mummified a chicken just to see how the mummified chicken would taste. How did it taste? That's the wrong one. Can I... Is there a way to move these to my inventory again? No? Can I need to find them again somehow? Oh, that got more taxonomy information? No, that's the same stuff again. Okay, never mind. I guess we dive back here and I just have to go looking for them? Feels a little bit unlucky. I hope I've not somehow got myself stuck. To drink water? Water's delightful. What do you mean? Any samples available, please? I'm looking for a shrill sack, Considerably. Which are the ones I have in my inventory so far? Oh, I already have some! Okay, let's go here and get 2 more, because these are quite handy. One, two, bazinga. Okay. Now let us skedoodle. Being able to move on W is actually quite a lot easier than having to click over, because it means you can keep the path on the little redirection button. I need to remember how to... How do we jettison these? I've forgotten. Yeah, so these all move away if they hear the shell sack because that's like the environmental warning sign. But I need to remember how to distribute them. Scan sign again. This vector blocked. Surely. Did I look it up? I feel like this is just something I've forgotten from the last time I played it, because I definitely remember this mechanic. Not how to actually activate it. This is the dialog box. This is just the scale for the map. There isn't a right click option. Change the depth. Oh, do I need to go like here and then project the shell sack over here? Is that it? Oh, okay. I might have to look that up. This is what happens when I take breaks on games for months. Is this game gonna be to launch in other waters? You must first collect them carefully and maneuvering your scan to them, opening the sample pane. Yeah. And drag the. Oh. Okay. It was just drag and drop. I probably should have tried that. Oops, so easy. Oh, hi, Quick. How are you doing? How's your day been going? It's going well. Have I been to these before? Are you obstructed? We can go here. Are there samples around? It feels like there's samples around. Which one are you? Stalkspur? We may as well. I think you make good fuel. Because we're running a bit low on power whilst I forgot how the controls worked. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. So... Doing stuff? Should probably do a scan whilst I'm here. New species! A large creature with a translucent shell and jointed legs. Wait, I'm naming these darkscapers for obvious reasons. You can check my notes back at the base. Unjointed legs for swimming and feeding, grazes on the membranes of reef stalks. Oh, that's exciting. I'm glad I scanned it. I really love the little kind of like exploration component. I feel like I'm gonna be awfully rude here. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we know all of them. I think they appear white if we don't know them. So, what's over here? Towing stalks. I can't remember what they do mechanically. Going schoolwork is boring and annoying. Oh, that's fair. I feel like the schoolwork's always gonna be a little bit tiring, but it's better boring than stressful, I suppose. At least to me. Do it there in case on the other side I gotta have more space in the future. Oh, is there something else to pick up? No, there's not. Shame. Is this a biology simulator? Kind of. You're a ecologist, I think, who is scouting worlds for resources for a mining question mark company? Or like a general humans are in space resource extraction company. But we've never found life since leaving Earth. And the mentor and ex-girlfriend sent a mysterious message before no longer responding from what was deemed to just be a normal, uninhabited ocean planet. But when we got here, we're not the researcher, we're just the robot that was assigned to them. It was found that there's actually life here, and it's the first planet they found life on. So it's quite exciting, and oh! Cave entrance? How ominous is this gonna be? Depths 28 meters. Oh, I think I remember this cave. It's almost like a cozy game. There's obviously high stakes with the mentor, ex-girlfriend, academic kind of like mentee situation seemingly going missing in the ocean. But you know, like a little bit of stakes is a good way to start any research trip. It keeps up motivation, surely. Okay, what are we sampling here? Melting marshmallow sacks. I've not seen many cases where they've had different creatures at the same location, but maybe that's just my lack of observation. Ow! Okay, there we are, a little bit more power. I think up here there should be another node to go deeper. Look at me go! Okay. I should have really been scanning to make sure there's nothing else over here, but I got a bit too excited talking about the context. Okay. I wish I could see a larger map so I could... Is this just where I've came from? No, surely not. Okay. Oh. Sampling available? Well, we got the sample. Stark bark, okay. I can't remember if we've extracted any records of that for the lab. This isn't really the direction I need to be going in. I need to be going southwest. And I feel like I have kind of not gone in that direction. But there isn't a map. So I'm gonna go this way and hope that it's open. Because this is at least in the south direction. And maybe I can pivot round and go in a more westerly manner. Going to an alien planet to do research because your ex asked you? Yeah! Look, if she's good enough at science, then I guess. Oh, hi Adam. How are the waters? They're not spooky, they're very pleasant actually. Oh, there isn't any way to go in a south direction. I'm gonna be a bit disgruntled. Okay. Gonna power some of this. Let's see what we can sample. Dark spore. Okay. Which energy do those provide? A little bit. Okay, good. Doing good. It's been a very... Ooh, new creature! Agile creature. Flitting around the reef, these creatures chase stalk spores with great enthusiasm. Is it their primary food source? And what's this little guy? Protected by the ridges from strong northern currents, this could have been a safe haven for younger, softer species. Interesting. Good. I feel like I could do the holiday, which is a little bit unreasonable considering I had one quite recently in the sense of time off work. I think it's just that kind of time of the year where the weather's warm. I feel like I need... Oh, is there not anywhere to go from here? I don't know if I believe that. Okay. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is laid with pale sand, and there's nowhere further to go. Interesting. I guess that's a point for later. And figure out how to get the part of me is impatient and wants to go faster, but part of me thinks the kind of tranquility caused by traveling slowly. Oh, was that another critter come back? Ooh! Agile creature? And yeah, also, the relationship with these creatures and the stocks is unclear, but they camouflage themselves among the amber colonies. Okay, let's head here and get some more samples. Wasted a bunch of energy there, so we gotta get fuel. I think we came from this one, so if we go up here, this is the way out. It's one of those you gotta go left before you can go right situations. Because we came from up here. Imagining this? The maps aren't radically different in the separate areas, and so it's a bit confusing at times. Quark. Very sorry. I realize I'm just going into the neighborhood and making loud noises. I am an awful neighbor. Go over here. This feels very similar to the path to the cave from the research base. Very similar. Have I somehow just gone in a giant circle for the last 20 minutes? If this is Shrill Sax, then I think I have. Wait, does that cave have one entrance and exit and you loop back to the same place? Surely that's not right. Yeah, this is the cave I went in before. Wait. Yeah, we go down here. Long. And we came out the other side of the cave, but we went to the exact same place? Did I go up in the cave when I was meant to go down again? Could that be it? Kinda confused. I would have thought the cave would have a distinct entry and exit point. So I'm a teeny bit bamboozled. Because I have just gone in a circle. One height is valid. And so we exit to the exact same point? Yeah! That cave scammed me! Oh, I'm grumpy now. How do I get out of here? All my shrill sax because I trusted caves would have 2 exits. Everybody's scamming. That way is back towards the base. So I guess I keep... really great if I could see a larger map whilst being down here. But I feel like if I try and search one, it's gonna have spoilers. Could there be a way down here? It doesn't have to change altitude thing. Altitude isn't the right word when you're underwater, is it depth that it would be? Depth feels quite intuitive, but I am just where I was before. Others? Okay. Double check that I somehow haven't been misguided into thinking that there's the path and there is. So it looks like I reached a dead end. Do I have to find another piece of technology first? Is that the thing? Okay, my inventory is almost full. Oh, nothing more to collect. Oh, well, now I'm indignant. Oh! Something there, but nothing new. Ooh! More information! Smaller, spotted variants of these creatures, another species, or perhaps sexual dimorphism? These might be the males. Sure, there was nothing down this alleyway. Okay. So... what does that do? Nothing. Stock bark? No, that's the kind of inactive sample that won't have an effect. But that'll make things grow. Can use the growth in the sparks to affect the sparks? No, stalks. To affect the water currents. I guess I must have just gone in the wrong direction ages ago and I just committed to it a little bit too hard. I'm a bit discombobulated on how best to get out of... Huh? Sure, I was clicking at me strangely then. Guess we just head right and left. This is a dead end. Bobulated. I guess I'm doing the controls wrong somehow. I'm trying to preempt the angle so I can be speedy, because I feel like I've been causing chaos so far. Okay. Like me clicking on this unless I get in the exact center of the circle. Okay. Let's keep going. Hey, I can go left here? Will these be more shell sacks? I could do with some more. Yay! Apologies for loud noise, little creatures. Ooh. Gonna collect any samples I can, because this does feel like a concerning quantity of power. I don't think you're meant to spend this much time getting lost, but I just want to explore the ocean. I don't have much motivation to move in a speedy manner, you know? I'm meandering. As is my light. There's another one up here. If I go over here, can I get through this big wall somewhere? Particularly clear. Can see dots over here. Just try using a shell sack here to see if anything becomes clearer. No. Go this way then. Ooh, let's collect some more. I'm running too low. Da, da, da. I know it's because of the underlying software, and I have a huge appreciation for all of the VTube Studio team do, but with the latest update for the underlying software, there's been so much lag. It's driving me kinda crazy. It's making my whole PC lag. Okay, and that was the wrong direction. But that's okay. Oh, we get another sample! We tripled it. Oh, hey Neil! How are you doing? How's your day been going? I am running a little bit low on power, but I'm not running low on oxygen, and I feel like that's probably the more concerning one, maybe? I can always eat the spores that I have, which is I worked quite hard to gather them. That's the base I was looking at before, but I guess this isn't the way out? What about to the right? Did I ever go over here? Oh! Piled stones! A set of smooth stones sitting in a pile. Could a creature have gathered these here? Is it a nest? That's quite exciting. Okay, I still don't know where to go. Ooh, it's now a point! Okay. That's what I get for not researching enough before. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Spore catcher? A new species. Agile jet-propelled creatures. I'm gonna call these spore catchers as they're eager to gather the stalk spores. Okay. Found hidden amongst the roofstock colonies, feeding on the sonic shenanigans, which I can only apologize for. I'm gonna eat some of this. The bark does so much work! Sorry. I'd like some more bark, please. This is gonna be the sonic ones, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, what makes them squid-like? I don't know too much about the ocean other than it's cool and so unexplored. Admittedly, quite hostile, but very unexplored. Can I see any other points from there? Where do you be something? I could really do with some more bark, you know? Getting lost for a long time used to miss my power. Okay, let's use a shell sack here. Should probably keep scanning more often. Okay. Put 2 or 3 shell sacks in here just to get it a... Wait. 0% power! I've been putting these into the power for nothing! Okay. Well then we have a problem. Cause these are the easiest ones to find, and so if they don't contribute to the power, I am perturbed. Wait, have I somehow walked in a circle? Or is this a different cave? I guess they're better than nothing. I can always use them for oxygen, if for some reason I start running out of oxygen. I think this is a different cave. Am I gonna get cave gaslit a third time? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Fool me 4 times, I might turn off stream. I've just walked back in the direction I came from after finding the new area in the elaborate circle, haven't I? Well, I guess if I go back to the base I can rest and get more energy, because it is looking a bit dire in terms of resources. Everything here is a shrill sack, it's so ridiculous. How are people wasting them so much that you feel the need to put them every 10 meters? Give me some bark! Oh, I guess I take care of them. You know what's over here? Glittering stalk? I think this might be the non-shell sack one. If it's not, I'm in trouble. No! Okay. Haven't actually seen what happens if you run out of power. Oh, this isn't the kind of adventure I wanted. I wanted a relaxing ocean. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Don't beep on me. Ooh. Okay. maybe we start off in the other area even though it's further away. Cause I just don't know how to get out of this one. I know the second area is harder to navigate, it's got more mechanics, but I feel like I have followed all the options and not... Okay. Oh heck, hi Turquoise! Welcome in, I hope you're having a good day. Are you Newman? Oh, I should turn a light on. It's gotten dark. Wow. Okay. I love the little jumping Adenia approaches. Jump, jump, jump. Okay, Spore catches are small, soft-bodied creatures which move quickly through the water by using siphon jets. Their mantles, striped with white colors, that shift as they swim, allow the creature to modify their movement through the water. With precise flapping motions, watching them navigate the water is hypnotic. Their rapid turns and loops showing incredible agility, fitting through the water like a bat or a bird. Spores catchers use this wide range of movement to pursue the various fungal spores that are produced by the reef stalks. The spore catchers seem to be highly selective about which spores they wish to consume. Posh! Suggesting that analysis of the stalk spores might tell us more about the spore catcher's behavior and diet. Ooh. Got any others? Not yet. Okay. Stalk scrapers are large, translucent shelled creatures with a distinctive swimming motion, which feed primarily on stalk colonies. Surprisingly nimble, despite their size, stalk scrapers use some of their modified limbs to swim through the water, and others to scrape the chitinous membrane of the stalks. This is tolerated by the stalks to some degree, although they will also deploy shrill sacks to scare away the scrapers. This is bad for my lisp. Okay. Stalk scrapers seem to be one of the more socially active of the reef creatures, and will call to each other when grazing, and when frightened. Each specimen has a unique cloud pattern on its shell. I wonder how these are formed and what their significance is within its communities. Hello? Oh, hi Sonic. How are you doing? Okay, let's dive. Can I dive here? Are these not valid dive locations. You wouldn't let me dive just right next to it. Okay, when I look at this map, it should be so easy to get from here to here, but as we have seen, we can try diving here. Maybe I'll remember some of the mechanics. Oh, you're new. A pulsing growth, surrounded by shimmering petals. The pulsing stalks pumps out spores. Do these carbon-rich particles feel it to plants too? I'll collect a sample of that. Oh, these are the soothe spore. Can I remember what they do? Are they a good source of food? Moderately. We gotta know the directions here. Oh, we do! I need to scan more. As the shattered edge of the reef curves away, east the currents fade and the water grows warmer. Okay. I think I can head over there then. This is one of the little spore pantheons we saw before. I really need to scan more, oh my gosh. Oh, hi Sonic, how's your day been going? I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good weekend. Over this canopy I can see a series of tall pillars out of the east, each one topped with a garden of unknown life. That's rather the fanciful way to describe it, but I'll take it. Go up or down here? Or do I need to scan to see? Ooh, we can go into the rock face. A strong current cuts across the east edge of the shelf with the turquoise mention haze of the open ocean beyond, stretching beyond. Okay. And I would need stimulating stalk growth and recovery. If I were to put that here, is that enough to make these grow out? I don't think it is. No. I have memory of getting past a similar area, but I don't really have enough resources, and I don't think there's direction for me this time. Maybe I'm not being inquisitive enough. What's in this direction then? There could be another cave. If I somehow get tricked into the save cave from all the way over here, I'm gonna be very indignant. This is the suit? Okay. Open and empty, half-sunken sand. Why would you leave it here? More importantly, where did she go? Should probably go back to the base for a second to repower, shouldn't I? I know it's a bit of menuing, but I'm not especially au fait with the electricity. If I link, does that redo my power? No, I have to go back fully. Okay, I'll be fine. We will shortly redeploy. Oh, more new stuff in the lab? Oh no, I just wanted to be excitable. Sample analysis. None of these, I don't think. It's the same number. Oh. I guess we just dive again, same location. Oh, hi Pesky! How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you've had a good weekend. Hey, we got any interesting thingamabobs going on? Are you an energy efficient spore I spot in the distance? Or are you another white pollen? I'll take some white pollen. I'm still so grumpy about the number that I must have put into the energy thingamabob when they did 0%. I really should have read the labels. Let's collect something here. Are these spore thingamabobs? No, it's more by pollen. Okay, let me... Ooh! Things have such an impact when you actually put them to the right utility source. Okay, I'm gonna do the spore shenanigan here, and then travel over this way quickly to see what's going on down here. Okay, what can be sampled from here? Canopy root? Those have big impact. I just drag it somewhere then no one will get a headache. There we go. I don't wanna... can anyone... Oh, I should get the other sample. These do so much power. I wish you could see what the spore is gonna be before you get there. Because that might be too much information for the game. Okay, let's go to a cave. Once again, this cave better not scam me this time. I've had bad experiences with caves, okay? And I only like small dark places, but I've just had bad experiences, you know? Oh, which is the one to make them grow? This one. Yeah. Then I can go from here. Oh, can you not cross in this direction? Oh, you have to block the thing up here as well. Really isn't going very well for me in terms of exploration. Think. What happens if I do this? Oh, these don't go away. I was gonna try and see if I could get blown away. Okay. I guess I have to go back. Getting stuck and having to go back. I realize I'm not going in the right direction because I got lost from not playing the game for a while. But it does take quite a while to get back. It's a little bit punishing. Okay. This way, right? I guess it has to be in the other location then, since we can't bridge over this way. I just haven't figured out how to get out of it. Which is a strange issue to have, but I guess this is what I get for taking breaks from games. I guess if I can't figure it out, we start the series again next time. But I wanna try and figure it out. It's been like several hours on it. Oh. Is it just because I revisited the dive suit that I got the message again? Okay, what if we go up here? And I keep scanning. Northern Passage? Were these rifting canyons really carved by the currents? Or are they violent fractures, now smoothed by erosions? The pale start of this rock may tell an ancient story. Might be a fossil record waiting to be discovered? I like fossils, let's get a fossil! Oh, there's no records here, are there? No. Hello. The stalks are noticeably absent from the sides of the northern rift. Why do they leave such a clear buffer zone beside it? This is the right direction. This is circular, but that's okay. The central reef way station lies within a bubble of calm. To the north is a massive rift with strong currents. Yeah, I'm scared of that. I just got stuck there. Be off in a corner. Between these rocks leads out into a howling currents. No thank you! Outside the shimmering perimeter of the western stalk forest, almost nothing grows on this finger of the reef. I haven't heard reefs referred to with like hand metaphors before, but I suppose it's quite fitting. The western side of the finger becomes increasingly enclosed by rocky outcrops as it leads towards the shallower water. Ooh! Are they suggesting for like near land life then? And to salvage parts of the base to build what she needed to survive. She must have been here many months before I arrived. Some equipment lies in the shelter of two boulders, an early way station perhaps? The direction I want to go in, I think. Okay. Across the open sand I can see a faint shape of stalk colonies. Oh, we're getting closer! I just needed to scan. Edge of a strange terraces of this underwater forest, the stalk sit like a sentry, armed with a coating of bubbles. A pattern of stalks stretched back in the distant pathways, terraces in some unknown design. This must be western stalk forest. Oh, I'm getting close then, but I kinda wanna collect things. Do I have anything in my inventory? Hey, let's go. What are you gonna be? You're gonna be shell sacks, of course you are. All my homies grumble a little bit about shell sacks. There's always so many of them. Just such an ample resource, and I ain't got ample resources. We're about to meet the X. I hope so. But based on how little of the kind of genus description we saw. Oh, if we can find 4 healthy colonies, it'll make the ideal basis for the propulsion system's full cell? I didn't think of that. She yaps too quickly. Unlike in the southern reef, the stalks are odd in curving rows, tightly packed and evenly spaced. Oh. Okay, who are you? Bloated stalk? I don't know, is it stalks creatures? I thought we were counting them as like ocean plants. Stalks bulge out from the bases, forming rounded pulsing growths that look discolored and stretched. Well, that's not the most appetizing description. The growth is bloated and distended. The panels of chitin bulging outwards between the seams. Something grows within. Oh, that's very ominous. Oh, don't think I like those ones. Okay. What are the strange inflated stalks? They look like spore growths we found in the eastern caves, but there's something wrong with them. We need to break them open somehow, so we can sample the microbial colony inside. Let's see if they respond to the shrill sacs. Uh-oh. Ooh! I don't like the yellow goo. No one. But the clouds of microbes stalks release so incredibly toxic. The suit is having to push its vents with oxygen to protect me. We've lost a lot of the oxygen reserve. Who has on an oxygen shrill sack? Okay, there we go. Let's just skedoodle over here. I don't want to be losing oxygen. That's quite difficult. Be careful, I don't want to run out of oxygen here. I don't either. We might not be about to meet the X at all. Okay, I'm still not getting flushed out of oxygen, am I? And shrill sacks are a good source of oxygen. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. And then we can scan. As they curve south, the stalks meet the rising wall of the rock which shelters the southern reef. To the west, the stalks spread in thick pathways, curving between strangely crowded stones. I think this is the way to the ex-girlfriend. It does bring me near the toxic cloud again. Which, you know, not ideal. These curving avenues of stalks seem to mark a loose perimeter around each bloated growth. Whoa! I really wish control to scan worked, otherwise it'd be so much easier for my button pressing. Okay. Pulse can be felt running through the shelf from the north, making the sand ripple in soft waves? Well, that's promising. Maybe. Or it could be incredibly ominous. I can't tell. Are you another bloated stalk? The membrane of these stalks is thin enough to be translucent in areas, stretched by breaking point by whatever's inside it? Wait, could it be like a reproductive sac? Oh, that makes the using sonic thingamabobs to explode it very questionable. Oh dear. The pulsing growth sits in a strangely shaped clearing. What causes the stalks to grow like this? There's something I'm not seeing here. I think this is the reproductive protected area. am I jumping to a conclusion there? I feel like that's pretty clear and likely as to why they would do this. Stalks are isolating the boats. Perhaps it's because they're a danger to the colony itself. I don't know about that one. I don't think that's the assumption. Okay, let's do a little scan. These bubble-skinned stalks keep their distance from the blitz, as if they know the danger they pose to the stalk colonies. Am I falsely assigning benevolence to the bloats because I feel like they're getting a bad rep? Or are they really that scary? I'm gonna have to grab another few short sacks, I think. I'm down to one. Dove. Okay, let's scan. Do you think they might be protecting something? Maybe I was right. Okay, I shouldn't tell myself. I'm good at deducing things. I read too many mystery books. The bloated stalks seem to be precisely spaced out between the stalks. Are we damaging the colony by disturbing them? Yes. I need to think about it some more. Perhaps they're quarantining rather than protecting. Yep. Yep. But, it's a good job they got robots to help. The pulsing pumping rhythm of the stalk's concentration suggests that there's some process happening inside of them. Some vein or root must run through this spot as its down rumbles with the unseen movements. The blood's all connected. Mouse too smart! Whoa! The mouse been big. Can I remember where Pilot was on the map in reference to where our ex-girlfriend's decoy thingamabob was? No. No, I can't. This side of the colony loops back towards its center, leading deeper between the stalks. Okay, let's head this way then. Oh, is there another way out without disturbing this one? It seems unlikely that the bloats are simply individual diseased stalks. The growth pattern suggests a system as a process. Yeah! I've been trying to tell ya! We're doing damage to her! Cause you and your ex-girlfriend won't communicate. Okay. Largely bloated. Oh, the data is to log and classify the inflated stalks. I'm going to call them reef bloats. I still think they're most likely a reproductive system. Large bloated stalks that burst easily, expelling the toxic microbiomes held inside their bodies. Their movement suggests an unseen process. Could it just be toxic in that it's like very high in certain acids needed for life shenanigans? The only stalks I can see a sheer ridge rising up north. That doesn't sound approachable. With its chalky covering melted away by the boat, this rock has a dull metallic sheen. Ooh! Over here! I like dull metallic sheens. Why will I move my ex? Oh. Never mind. No ex-girlfriend here. I feel like this is gonna loop back. And north of here an angular ridge ascends, cutting the shelf in two. The only way further north is to cross the rift never. Oh no. Okay. Let's have a look over there. And do like a little scan. That's a fib. Tucked into the side of the corroded rock, a pile of stones with worn holes sit in the sand. Within a hole something glitters! Let's go over here! I like glitter! Glitter, glitter, glitter. Oh. Okay, sampling available. What are we getting? Animal egg? Stealing some. Oh. Hello, this is for science. I'm very sorry. We'll put you back if we can. Behind the dark, thick growth surrounding a maze of rocks, blocking the passage back east. Blocking, like, even to shrill sounds? If there's shrill socks here, I'm assuming no. Okay, there we go. Let's deploy a shrill sack. And then grab another one. That should cover both sides. And then we can fill up again. Okay. Oh, is there actually not a path after this? And I just destroyed their ecosystem for nothing. Oh, I'm a monster. Okay. How do I get to the ex-girlfriend? Is she somewhere else causing problems with the local ecosystem? I feel like I've scanned at every point, but I feel like I was heading so consistently in the right direction. Maybe it's down here? Ooh. Bloated growth. These bloats pulse unnervingly as if at any moment they burst open, choking the water with microbial cloud. A line of stalks marks the western edge of the colony. Its direction rock walls rises up the rock wall rises up the sandy shelf. This game has a knack for putting words together that I cannot pronounce. Then you're destroying the environment. I'm trying not to. The western wall rises up towards the shallowest parts of the shelf, just meters below the surface of the plant-spawning ocean. Does that mean I can't proceed? Or that I have to do some terrain? If this is the same cave, somehow I'm gonna. Below the steep wall, a dark crescent-shaped sinkhole cuts in the shelf. Fallen rocks from the wall are strewn across the sand. That's a little bit ominous, but I feel like this is in the right direction. I've just realized Pilot isn't on the map and it's my name. I'm not very smart. Oh no! Okay, what do we got going on? That's not the direction I was expecting it to head in. The walls of the passage twist inwards with thick veins of growth. We must be heading beneath the stalks? Oh, that's very exciting. My voice is going because it's too exciting. Okay. Thick-blooded roots poke through the rock wall, and within something pulses within them. This is a rare chance to sample a stalk root network? Heck yeah! We got so many exciting samples! Okay, do we not have anything else? Do I have to head up again? Have I been scammed by another cave? caves don't get on too well. There's the bloatroot, there's the striped egg, there's the spar colony, and a pea root, white pollen. Okay, I'm kind of running out of spaces in my inventory that aren't new and exciting things. My last drill sack, so we could be in, oh! Do I collect a sample? Quickly! Ooh, quickly! I don't have any shrill sacks anymore. Have I gotten myself stuck? I go here? Okay, okay. And to the west ends the final pathway of stalks before the colony fades out? Sure! Ooh. So we have some structural problems here. So I don't think I need to be precious about the bright pollen. Or maybe I should be waiting until I have more resources to. The stalk sits on top of the corded husk of a boulder. Don't really think of boulders as being corded. Melt it down a little more than a pebble? Another sample? What's this gonna be then? Grill? Yeah! Oh buddy old pal. Let's use the last of the bright pollen for power and then get another shrill sack. And then let's scan the area to see what direction I need to go in. Use the shrill sack here. And then grab the last one. I'm being efficient in my destruction of environment. No, never mind, I take that back! Okay, it would be easy to become lost in the complex patterns traced by these rows of stalks. I wonder where they lead. Same! Slightly more petulant than I intended there, the same. The stalks form a loose perimeter around this growth, which borders unsettlingly as if about to burst. Okay. There's another one out here, wasn't there? The stalks seem to be growing around bloated growths, isolating them from each other? Okay. If I do a shrill thingamabob here, is that enough to get here without bursting its nearby shrill sack? Or did I misinterpret that? Does it not have a nearby shrill sack? The rock beneath this growth looks as if it's been melted? Maybe those acids are really acidic. Maybe I was being too benevolent. Let's say as well in distorted forms, revealing a metallic core. Oh! Did the plant self-produce an acid to corrode the rocks to allow them to get access to the minerals inside that they need? And that's why they're collecting the minerals that aren't immediately used to develop the acids? Sat silently among the terraces, the stalk bristles with bubbles, waiting to reach at the first sign of a predator. Okay. So you're gonna be a sample collection for... Why do you get grumpy about me traveling sometimes? I can't remember which type of spore, but I think I've seen this one quite a bit before. Is it the Glimmerstalk? Oh no, it's a shrill sack again. Okay. Well, I can use one of those over here. And then grab one of the others. I don't think I have any other spare spots in my inventory, because these are valuable. So are these. And so are these. So are those. And so are those. I have too many new resources. Okay. I'm still not heading towards the girlfriend. That's not going very well for me. What about, is there anything down here? Yes, there is! Between the rocks and the stalks, a thin sandy passage leads towards a clearing? That could be my direction. A small clearing between the avenues of stalks to the west, the ordered rows dissolve into chaos of the southern forest. Ooh! Okay. A clouded shell. Fragments of the shell recently shed glint in the sun like shards of cloud glass. What creature left these here? Well, that's very exciting. It's not particularly, girlfriend signaling. My inventory is full. So oxygen, and now do a sample. I've got so many good samples! No girlfriend, but many samples. Okay. So... do I just need to go here and zoom through the damage? Yeah, I don't want to sample, I want to just keep going, I think. Was there a path downward? Or do I have to go further across? Part of me feels like I should head back to the base to show them what I've got, because I'm really running out of inventory space and it's pretty close. Okay. Those are ominous noises. I know this is like my home territory, but... gonna get exciting new information! Sorry, I love a good new piece of information. Have I spent an hour and a half walking around gathering spores? Yes. Yes, I have. That being said, I have a pastry somewhere. I have a pastry here. I had a really big dinner, so I'm probably just gonna have this as my snack. I hope I'm not being too loud. Oh no, I'm making crinkly noises. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself as I get out of the little paper bag. I was doing some baking yesterday. It is my fruit juice from there. Don't know. Baked good, very good. Cinnamon. And sugar, lots of cinnamon. A bigger bite than intended. Okay, reef blights are large blood stalks that can be found at the western border of the reef. Intimidating in their size and distorted shape, they resemble inflated sporting mushrooms covered in nodules and rampant fungal growth. Their membranes, which is stretched by the bloating process, is almost to a translucent sheen. It's darker than a typical stalk, making the stalks themselves look a sickly shade of orange. What role the birds play in the reef stalk network is not immediately obvious, but their pulsing pumping motion suggests that the birds are either processing or producing toxic microbiomes that are contained within the fragile membranes. Without analyzing the microbial colonies themselves, this will be difficult to ascertain. I got some of them. Where's the scanning place? Sample analysis. Where are the rest of my samples? I got so many more samples than this. What do you mean? Did we not see me bring back 5 new samples? Am I getting scammed? Have I been scammed? Where are my nice samples? What? Sugar and cinnamon are always a great combo. They are. Does it have to be samples of new things? No, because these are the existing samples that we've had dozens of. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I needed to like log them before entering the base and they've been lost? A bit bamboozled. Okay, so they're here. Link. Connection complete, drone ready. Request retrieval. Surely this would bring back my inventory. I'm so confused. I may have to look up a guide on how to get things into the lab. Just because. I need to wait for the samples. Oh, I need to go from the bay? Oh, okay. There we go, that makes sense. I thought there must be something like that, I just couldn't figure out where it is. Oh no, we're not ready for the taxonomy, we need to do the research. Which to start with? You! I don't know why I turned into Soldier Boy then. Dog scrap taxonomy entry updated. Should we do them all at once? Or let's scan them all first. Hey, we got more info on those. Striped egg? The spore catcher, interesting. All data logged in the taxonomy. Okay, and then this is the last. Oh no, these are the last ones. To do. Can this one not be analyzed? When let me drag it? Oh. Okay. Multiple taxonomy entries updated? Okay, this one won't be dragged. What is that? I think that's the shouting spore. Okay, we got lots of entries to look at. No girlfriend, but you know, entries are entries on taxonomy are good too. Okay, I eat pastry. Okay, so we have the information. Oh no! Behavior. Analysis of unique chemical components found in the stalk spores and a wider understanding of stalk spores used to communicate suggests a more mutual relationship between the spore catchers and the stalks than initially assumed. Yeah, of course it'd be cooperative. The stalks are OP. They'd have to be enthusiastic about what's going on. If the stalks are able to tailor their chemical makeup with the spores, it's possible that select spores and their catchers are intended for their consumption and contain compounds and minerals attractive to the species. The spore catchers use the color-shifting properties to hide among the star colonies. It seems increasingly possible that star colonies and spore catchers are mutualistically linked. The catchers serve the needs of specific star catchers. What those needs are, however, is not yet clear. A spore catcher egg! Wait, didn't we find an egg of some sort? But maybe that was the other thing I'm about. varies. Analysis of the spellcatcher egg shows a strong correlation between the minerals it contains and the minerals present within the catcher's favorite spores. It seems that through spores, the stalks are able to affect the catcher's egg production, therefore controlling the volume, traits, and behavior of the catchers within any area of the reef. The spores are OP! In a sense, the stalks have domesticated the catchers, leaving the two intrinsically linked as species. But the question of what the catchers provide to the stalks remains. Do the catchers serve a specific purpose? Surely they serve to move around the jelly for that one spore we couldn't figure out how we reproduced. Could they be kept by the stalks for their companionship, social use, just as humans keep pets? A sketch? Oh. Okay. Wait, do we not have sketches for the others? No. These are the translucent creatures. Chemical analysis of stalk scraper shells confirms not only are they male form, stalk membrane material. Wait, not only are they made from stalk membrane material, their distinctive cloudy coloration comes from stalks too. Stalk coloration, like most fungal stalk coloration, like most fungal coloration, is reflective of the local water acidity and the medium the fungus grows in. This is passed directly to the scraper shells when consumed, resulting in a beautiful whorls and blobs of colour. A scraper's shell is a living record of every stalk colony it is fed on, and therefore a mark of the territory and social standing. Again, the stalks are kind of OP. Scraper shells could be used to help study the entire reef and its shifting ecosystem, each one a chemical map of the local history. Yeah. Okay. What do we got here? More behavior? Analysis of stalk spores. Yeah, we got that bit. Oh, it's the last bit? Suggests that stalk colonies may possess a high level of intelligence and cognition. I think we've seen all this before. Yeah. Laboratory analysis of microbial colonies found within reef bloats, spark colonies. Oh, I should go with the observations too, shouldn't I? Reef bloats were... Oh no, we found them before. Yeah. So, I have come to call them shows that these microbes are not a group of typically associated with star colonies. In fact, spore colonies appear to be made up of highly modified algae. Oh, love a good piece of algae. With a light metabolic range, able to consume carbon dioxide, oxygen, metal, and toxic compounds with an equal ferocity when supplied with a source of light. When metabolizing these substances, the spore colonies produce a regular flow of charged electrons, making them ideal use within a microbial fuel cell, or MFC. Their suitability for this use is suspicious. Are these really naturally occurring microbes? And why are they only found within reef bloats? Something isn't right here? These reefs do seem kinda crazy, but that they're engineered would be... Finding a root sample from the reef bloat has brought with it the confirmation the reef bloats are not manufacturing spore colonies, but instead modifying, metabolizing, and processing them. Analysis of the bloat system has shown that the presence of microbes at various stages of modification, including those that have been entirely detoxified and their rampant metabolism nurtured. If all reef bloats are connected via the root system, they may be part of a large-scale cleanup operation with the aim of eradicating the aggressive microbes. Okay, so the spore colonies are like an invasive species? I'm not sure if their suitability for this use is suspicious. Yeah. Analysis of the bloat has shown the presence of microbes at various stages. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Pesky. I can't figure out which the bark colonies are actually linked to by name. Oh wait, thank you for the pots too. Thank you, thank you. Explosives are not disease stalks, and too late. But powerful biological engines, which are fueled by their local stalk colonies. The scale of this operation suggests that for stalks, the spark microbes are a significant threat. Oh, they look quite ominous. Are the shimmer blooms? Are these the stalk microbes? Spark microbes? What's the exact name? Spark colonies. I would assume Spark and Shimmer are related. Don't see here. Stalk catchers now, Stalk scrubber. I guess I just haven't seen enough for them to be sample yet. Let me what are you? Dark Bark? Can I not bring you with me? I think you must just be bugged. Okay. I'm gonna bring some shrill sacks on the basis of shouting. Spar? Thing. Oh, can I not be transferred out? I'll leave the others. We can just go diving. Let's go off again here. I'm not really sure what direction to adventure in next, because I feel like I kind of reached a dead end back there. Admittedly, I was running out of space, but even still. I'll do another scan. Another tentative scan. Still nothing? Okay. We go over here. Can we do another scan from here? Is there really no way to go south? Okay. I should probably have taken a better look at the map to see a more contextual reference of where the ex-girlfriend is, other than just like vague southwest-west notions. Okay, you're coming with us to shelter people. In case we need oxygen from the acid. Which, for the record, I think the pilot was being very dramatic about. He had loads of oxygen. Does scanning use up power? I'm gonna be running low on power if it does. Okay. Available to sample here, is it more? I mean, I can take them. I don't think there's a downside to having them. Good afternoon, Aslam. How you doing? How's it going? Get a better look over here. I think this is a dead end. Oh, this is where I found the interesting sample. Shell. I don't think just doing another investigation of it has any merit. Will this be something other than shrill sax? Probably not. Gonna just ignore that then. If I end up in a shrill sac deficit, it's my own fault. Is there anything down? Okay, not down, but across. Probably should have checked a sample there, but I'm pretty sure it was just shrill sacs. Let's do a 2 and 1 for these. This is the direction I went in before. It's the cave! All my homies hate the caves! They never give me information. It looks like you're disarming a bomb? I'm doing biology. I'm trying to study some funky microbes. We found a coral reef. Kind of. We found some very smart spores. Been here before and I came to a dead end before. Is my point of concern. I've been discouraged by having full sample space, but it's got the dead end because of the bad weather, I think. If I get the egg as a resource, that feels evil. So I've already got all the research I need from it. Guess I get one shell sack. I don't think I want to bother with getting the rest. Very curious visuals. Yeah, it's all kind of cool, like, what's the word? Topographical map style? Kind of fun. I haven't seen many games in this sort of style. I'm traversing a lot faster now, but I'm not doing a much better job of getting places. No, I'm not quite below 40 yet, I don't think, or at least not guaranteed below it. Trying to remember which of the colonies I've been to on this one. Increasingly difficult when my only point of reference is spores. Maybe I should have collected some of the shell sacks. The map the nearest preparing for an airstrike. I don't think I have airstrike capabilities, you know? I could be wrong. I have sonic weapons, kind of. Look, I got 3 more of them. Go south again in the girlfriend-wise direction. Have I already cleared this area today? Am I just going in a giant circle? Increasingly likely yes. Not having any kind of scaled... Wait, am I... The absence of a global map scares me. Yeah, I've definitely been here causing problems, haven't I? I remember this direction. Yeah, okay, take me back. How do I get out of here? I keep thinking I found the way and then I just end up with like a fun new colony. And that's fun and I love new colonies, but like... And this is the sand tunnel. Eh? Yeah, it's the dead end creature. Very perturbed about what direction I'm meant to be going in. I feel like I'm missing many things. Okay, I guess you get one mushroom sack. Just as like a treat for all time's sake. Oh hey Jenny! How are you doing? How's your dipping going? Welcome in. Oh, the lag is getting worse. One day we'll get a stabilizing update for VTube Studio after the changes. It really is wild how much of YouTubing depends on like third-party software, and if it changes, it's just all scuff. Looking at enemy AIs? Ooh. Oh, the AI. Trust me, you're not the person who's misclaimed what is AI the most. There's a long list ahead of you. You can call it AI. Just clear out all life around you, and then you'll know where you've been. I don't think some of you have the ecology spirit, you know? And spores. Something here. This could be promising. I'm just gonna go straight down. Up. Oh, is there nothing to pick up here? Did I miss? See? Visual sacks. A scan around here? Okay. I go here. Do a little sonic detonation here. And another one here. That beeping was from. Oh, I don't have much power. I'm evil. Okay, we don't think about it. Oh, this is just where I was. No, it's not. I found a new area to get lost in. Well, not new evidently, because I've mapped it out before, but like new adjacent. Ooh, that'll be good. I'm running out of power. And I feel evil using the egg shards. Oh, this leaps back to the area above, does it? If I get put in another cave that goes nowhere. Cave I have negative feelings about, isn't it? It means complete destruction of a specific area. Oh, I don't recognize this cave. Wait, I do recognize this cave. I just entered from the other side previously. No! I'm so confused. It's so difficult to get out of here. I feel like I must be missing something. Because I've just been wandering around. I know where this cave goes. This is the original cave of my fury, just from a different entry point. Okay. It does seem very full of dead ends. Which I suppose is understandable, but like, I'm not best pleased. Okay, go back, why don't you? Oh, wrong spot! That was my fuel! I should be less annoyed at the ocean, more focused on directions. Have I definitely scanned for everything here? Yes, I have. What could be down here then? Is there anything? Okay. This feels promising, but I've said this and got stuck in a dead end in a cave before. Caves are never a good sign. I feel like these are shrill sacks and I should probably pick them up. Have some more cinnamon carbohydrate. Oh, okay. get a stalk spore. You click on them when you're in the scanning mode, I suppose. Are you the Screaming Swallows? No, you're another stalk spore. Interesting. I haven't seen many of them in a while. Maybe that means I'm getting into a new area? Maybe? I feel like I've just refound the way to the cavern that I found Hasut in. And in fact I have not gone southwest-west. Yeah, this is the Ominous Cavern. Oh. This isn't even the Ominous Cavern, there's nothing here. Well... I'm starting to lose the plot a little bit. I should be able to get back, like I have enough power. I've just been meandering and not been able to find where I meant to go for quite a while. Taking a break when you're sane is quite bad for progress. Landmarks? I agree. I suppose you could use the contours of the map, but without a world map to reference them against, it becomes a lot harder. And you can only see the world map when you're at the base. Oh, I recognise this area. Because I thought this would have a cave system at the end of it, and it did. Oh! Strong current? Oh. Yeah, that's... I know that area. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go back to the base and have a look at the big map. It doesn't feel like the most satisfying plan. Not the stock bark, the shouting ones. Yeah. Double check. I feel like I've been down to the left before. I think this is where one of the cave systems betrayed me. But as we previously discussed, the landmarks are not. This is the original cave of betrayal. Boo! We are not friends, we are barely even acquaintances. And I'm very easy to be my acquaintance. I'm introverted, but you can just comment on the weather and I'll be like, oh yeah, I know so and so. I'm quite agreeable. I just don't go outside much. It's very easy to make acquaintances with. This cave has done wrong. Okay. Oh. Okay. At least we're getting close back to the base. I guess I take a screenshot of the map. The cave shouldn't be an issue. I can move through the caves, they're just all dead ends. The caves have betrayed me. They don't even have fun nooks and crannies to read in. Have I just missed the change depth symbol at some point? No. Not active. The generator's active but a low power. The midsection's not active. These don't have any mapping in it. The dive map is the only view I can get of the reef. But this is at such a low level of detail, I can't do anything with this. Oh! Wow, Luigi! Well, I was trying to lament my ability to traverse caves when actually I was Waluigi. Not sure what to do, to be honest. Okay, this map is really hard to read. Honestly, it feels kinda anticlimactic, but because I took like a 6-month break since starting the game, I might restart it again so I know the information, but I was already like 4 hours in, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know. It's a bit awkward. I might... I wonder if someone else has done a playthrough of it and I could watch theirs to catch up to where I am at some point, and then pick off again without being slightly... with being a bit more productive. Oh yeah, okay. That might be the plan then. Yeah, I like the art style. I feel like it's a pretty cool example of what I'm assuming. There's obviously designs for the animal sketches, but I feel like from what I know, this game is done by an indie studio, so I'm imagining a lot of the art style was done intentionally so one person could make large parts of the whole game without art experience, which I think stylistic things to kind of work around that are very, very cool. But I am getting a little bit lost. A lot of that is my fault for taking a 6-month break in a game. But you know, I'm still a bit confused. Let's go watch the VOD? Yeah, I think I might go back and watch my own VOD and see where I get. I just realized I have my own VODs! I don't have to watch a stranger. I can be my own views. Wait, that's exciting. If I watch from mobile, which I think my YouTube's logged into my boring, like, the email that I have on LinkedIn, do I count as a view for my own video? Wait, is this view inflation? Am I gonna get deleted from YouTube from view botting? When I'm watching my videos to a view, I always watch it from the YouTube like editing studio because I'm scared to be view botting. Okay, it'll be fine. Make the system become your own viewer. We'll get there, one view at a time. I will say, let me double check. I wanna be excited about it. I don't know what it is, but in the last like 2 or 3 weeks since like mid-August, all the VODs have, excluding the one which I forgot to make a thumbnail for, that's my fault, but all the VODs have been getting like 30, 50 views, with one of them got 100. It's kind of crazy. I'm assuming it's just someone started watching it and then paused and tapped out and then watched again for another 10 minutes, and so it counted as separate views. But I'll take it, it's kind of exciting. I don't know. I fear that if I just kind of keep wandering around, I'm not giving a very good impression of the game because I am playing it in quite a disjointed way. So I think my plan is probably going to be that I stop here, we raid over to some who I think is actually doing a celebration stream, so that's quite exciting. And then I have to go and get my raid commands from Nightbot because it's broken. I need to do a post asking what alternatives there are to Nightbot, because I didn't mind just like leaving it for a few days when I assumed it would be back up again, but it's been eons. I want my commands. I want to give people access to join the Discord and check what the book club books are. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I hope you have had a fun time. Apologies, it was just me walking around being excited about spores, but we did learn things about non-existent spores, and I for one found that exciting. I also got to eat cinnamon bread, which I was a big fan of, and wasn't a universal experience, but I hope you enjoyed my enjoyment of it. I'm sorry we couldn't get more momentum with this game, but I do really like the design of it. And after rewatching my own VOD for part one, I'm gonna try my best to pick it up again. So I'll probably play this again in a week or two, I think. Not next week because we only have 3 streams next week with me being at VExpo in the weekend, so it's an exciting week next week, but I'll see you all tomorrow, I think, for a study stream. And have a great rest of your day. Let's all go say hi and congrats to some. Very cheesy congrats. Okay, bye 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 bye. Wow.